Hello YouTube, good afternoon. I'm at the Kmart in Englewood, and the store is going to be closing up in a few months. It was announced in the paper. They're going to begin their liquidation sale April 21st, which is on a Thursday. It's slated to close in the month of July. And you know, there's a few things that, you know, definitely need to be said. It's pretty obvious that they're closing their store as their lease, you know, here expires. And I think, you know, the landlords of these spaces, they have to really ask themselves this much. There's maybe only 15 cars in the parking lot, so it's as dead as a doornail or whatever, or it's dead as a skunk or whatever. But the landlords of these spaces have to really ask themselves this much. Do they really want to have struggling businesses in here for the remainder of the lease? And I think the landlords of these spaces, they really need to consider, you know, trying to come to a settlement with stores like Kmart, because in my opinion, and I certainly would love to get your guys' opinion on this, when you have a store that is just festering and just struggling in here and just waiting for their lease to run out, it hurts the shopping centers where it's located at and their drawing potential, because ultimately, you know, the rest of the businesses need to have a strong anchor to have a decent draw to get people in here. And so I would love to hear you guys' opinion on this, because I really think, and you know, this store would have been, you know, gone a few years ago, if, or in the last several years, if they had somebody that actually wanted their space. But it's obvious that they were just riding out the remainder of their lease. And this is the last store in the northern suburbs of Dayton. And next March, their lease expires at the store in Beaver Creek across from the green. So that store will probably be, will be closing up as well. So they have to ask themselves, do they really want to have a struggling anchor store in here? Because I think it would be better just to cut bait and try and come to a settlement. The saying that I used earlier with a friend of mine was, I think it's better to at least have them gone and have your face clean than rather have a struggling store like this with your blood and scars on your face, so to speak. And the workers up here are going to have plenty of options, because they got P&G up here, they got Kroger's. %40 off sale of some of this stuff. So all this stuff has to be cleared out of here, and the liquidation sale will begin in mass. And I think a 3-month liquidation sale was just way too long in general, and because they could liquidate within 6 weeks. And I think, again, the landlord should really ask, do they really want to have a struggling store in here for 3 months liquidated when they could do it in 6 weeks? You can just see there's just not that many people here. And of course, and I've mentioned before how their prices are just way too high in general. And we'll see how, well, they have 1 70% clearance rack, but They should just begin clearing the stuff out now. Looks like a lot of their flannels, clearance, things like that. So that price will even be dropped. Take an additional 40% taken off at register. So, but there's just not that many people here. This is the one thing that Kmart has had in recent years that I do like, is these flannel wool jackets like that. Like this right here. So the store is in its final days and final months here. And let's see how good of clearance they're actually offering on this. Well, $39, that's not a good clearance, but unless that doesn't reflect the price tag here. But I guarantee you right now, if you went past Kroger's or Walmart or Myers, which are all local to here, they're absolutely packed. Looks like pajamas are on clearance. In the store, there can't be any more than really 20 people in here. 70% off Everlast hoodies. I might have to break this down into 2 different videos, I'm not sure. But this price right here, $17.99 for 4 boxer briefs, is way too high. You can get that for 10 or 11 at Walmart. So 40% off some of their clearance. 25 and regular price 36, so that really is not much of a bargain here. So, you know, I call Kmart Old Yeller because they're clearly just struggling to survive. And there's only going to be 3 stores left in the Dayton region after this. It's going to be just looking around. What? Yeah, well, the good news is, I mean, even though you guys are gonna, you know, be out for a little while, but I mean, at least you guys got like P&G to go work at. You know, I've heard they're like 300 workers short. You know, so you should you know, you should just, you know, go apply at P&G. You might as well just, you know. Yes.